Hello, my name is Barbara Bickham. I'm the founder, chairman, and CEO of TechGenii. We do digital media and interactive content strategies. The name is Tech, which is technical, because TechGenii is highly technical. And the other half of the name, Genii, is the other plural of geniuses.
Really?
In the dictionary, yes. There's two meanings of the word Genii. Most people think it's magic, so they usually pronounce it TechGenii. And then I go into correcting them. But Genii is the other plural of geniuses. So there is a meaning behind the name. My first big deal was with Motorola and their iRadio service. And I connected the Ray Charles group with them. I also had 4 of my own channels in the iRadio service with R&B, hip-hop, rap, electronica, various other artists, independent artists on those channels.
What are universal lessons or truths that you've come to understand about running your own business?
A couple of things. These were the 2 best advice I got that I forgot, and then I started in the process of doing this class. I remembered. One was that you have to do what's best for yourself and your career and your life and your family. And you have to kind of focus your purpose and your passion and your energy on all of that. And if you don't, you can get distracted. And so it's easy to get distracted in business, where something will come up and it's like, oh, this is so exciting, and you go off kind of on a ditch, and then you kind of went outside of your core essence. But if you remember that you have your purpose, then you can kind of follow that, and everybody has to kind of align with your purpose. The second thing that I learned, which was exceptional advice, a wise person told me, was it's always important to work with your friends and people you like. There are going to be times when you disagree with people, but as long as you are focusing on your energy and passion and desire and your goals for which you're trying to get accomplished, then you really have to follow that path. And sometimes you can go off in the ditch because you're the ultimate decision maker for your own destiny. So that's the reality of it. Are you going to let somebody else throw you in the ditch, or are you going to control where you're going to go? You always are in a constant, I have to prove myself state. Mm-hmm. And even though I've been doing this a while, and I have certain people that know me well, it's still always, when you're meeting new people, it's always like, what have you done for me lately? So that's kind of some of the challenges I have. It can be very wrenching, but you know, you can let things like this distract you, and you can get very upset, or you just roll with it. And so, but that all comes down to a lot of your mental attitude. And you know, you guys said, well, you haven't had a meltdown in here. No, because the way I look at it is, I'm here to learn something, and I'm here to get something out of this. And when you look at things in a perspective of what can I get out of it, and what can I learn, and what can I take away from it, that's also from a point of giving, because you have to give yourself out in order to get something back out of it. So it's important to have that attitude of giving yourself out, being yourself. You have to be yourself. You can't be anyone else but yourself, because you're not being true to your nature. And that's a part of what TechGenii is. I mean, it came out of the true nature of what I am as a computer scientist, as an architect for content. That's kind of what we do. The question you have to ask yourself is, am I going to stay there? And I'm not saying don't have permission to have your emotion. Have permission to have your emotion. But then, are you going to stay there? Or, the way I look at it is, did you just use a new muscle and it was weak because you've never used that before? It's like, oh, that was really painful. Okay, but ooh, that wasn't so bad. I can do that again. And so then you do it again. Okay, then you got to get a heavier weight. Then you have to give a heavier weight. So again, it's about how you view it and look at it. Because we all go out of a box and out of a comfort zone. And it's all about, okay, if you're going to go out of this box, how are you going to control that? And that's a lot about what we talk about in the class. Coming in, controlling a room, controlling environments. I mean, a part of that too is if you're going outside of a box, you can control that.
If you decide to.
If you want to. Or you could look at it as, ooh, that was a new muscle. That didn't hurt so bad. Gotta use it, gotta exercise it.